Are we on? Is that what that meant? Semper Fi, my friends. Here we are, Sunday, early evening, depending on where you are. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome. God bless you all. Thanks for being here. Just caught a little pre-flight. That was one of our calmer pre-flights. Kind of have it together. Maybe we're just all tired. Either way, good to see y'all. Welcome. We're gonna have a great show tonight. Once we get all set up. Great show tonight. So I have everyone knows we're going to start podcasts soon. As soon as we stop moving, Lake Cook. So some questions I'm going to try out on y'all. And here's what made me think of it. The other night at that Kansas ball, a lady asked me a profound question, which isn't really, but I haven't been asked that in a very long time. And I don't know why. Maybe when you're older, you don't get asked as much, but I'm going to ask y'all in a minute. Jake Awesome, good to see you. You changed your icon. What is that called? Your profile pic? Good to see you. David Bryan, good evening, Sergeant Major Producer Family, SFMF Family, guest, Avatar. Happy Thanksgiving to all. Thanks, David. Same to you, brother. Hammond, Jordan, good evening, my friend. I've been praying for you and your family. I want to wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving this week, and I'm blessed to have you in my life. We feel the same. Jordan, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Always. That's how you start a show right there. Emoji. Carl says it's called emoji. Producer said it's an avatar. OG, what up, CC? Semper Fi, brother. Semper Fi to you, OG. WW, Sunday evening era. I'm telling you, ready to kick it. We had a great church session this morning. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Some interesting stuff. Jim Bocher, checking in. Good to see you. Gunny East is here. I think you need to start every show by playing the Marines hymn, Gunny, to give people time to join. It's not a bad idea, really. Music, right, to start it. And what better music is there than the Marines hymn? All right, just let it play a little bit till everyone gets notified. You always ask, you guys get notified? Some do, some don't. Lake Cookie's here. The Sand Dunes 7 is here. Hurrah. Emoji is a cartoon character. Avatar is a profile picture. So you're both right. Carl Green, putting you in check. So, again, I guess you're both correct. If it's a cartoon character, then it's an emoji. If it's a profile picture, like Ed Creedon, what's up, Ed? Dow, 3 Cooper 7 is here. All right, those are avatars. So, Major, you ready for a first parachute drop into a field of turkeys? So, I'm jumping out of a plane. It's on my bucket list before I go. I'm definitely doing it. And funny because there's a place right by where we're living right now that they do it. So I'm jumping out of that plane, that perfectly good plane. Yes, I'm going to. But yes, I'm ready to dive into some turkey on Thursday. All right. El Chapo's here. Following from France, oui. Good to see you. Good to see you from France. Thanks for being here. SES are better. You may be right, James. Jared Chronister, howdy, Miss Star Major. Get your special little hello from Jared. What's up, Jared? Tell me how to say this one again. Allinger Jr. Star Major, you've been doing some PT, looking lean, mean, fighting machine, I must say. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. PT and kind of been watching what I eat, kinda. But my taste buds are terrible because I like everything. There's nothing I don't like, and that makes it even harder. But thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Do you watch NASCAR? I don't watch NASCAR. I like the highlights. I'm one of those fans that will watch the clips. I never watched a whole NASCAR race. USMC 01. Is 01 mean admin or lieutenant? Or that's just the number they gave you. WW says you might want to consider a tandem jump with an instructor. 100%. I'm going to do tandem first. And I think they're probably mandatory on some of these, the civilian ones. And I did one time when I don't remember when I was looking into it. We had a group of guys doing it, but it was when I was bulking up and I was too heavy, right? Because I'm too heavy, sir. I was. It was when I was really working out a lot, eating a lot to gain some mass, and I was too big for it. Hello, Jared. Our comedian has made it. Survivor. What's my favorite band? The Marine Band, of course. The President's Own. I deployed to Iran 16 years, 5 years before transferred to Normandy. Wow. To Iran when I was 16. Did about 5 years. Man, Carlos. Does that say Carlos? There I go. Carlo. Deployed to Iran when he was 16, 5 years before his transfer to Normandy. Wow. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your service.
Did you jump off? No.
Rocky Woo. Indeed, David. Jared is in. Let the fun begin. All right. Thank you, Alice. Appreciate your support. We got a sailor in here. What's up, shipmate? Wow, how weird the world is. Thanks for being here, brother. Hang out with us. Welcome, French.
Russia.
What a pleasure. Russia's here. I'm going to boot camp June 16th. Edwin Albino. Get after it, brother. Definitely hang out with this until you go. Summertime, too. That's a good time to go, in my opinion. Russia is here. Welcome, French. Trump with the British flag. Does the Marines make men? Yeah, we make women also. We just make men and women better. Kimi Hammer Time is in the house. Rugby. Guillaume Grang. Rugby's a tough sport. Played it once. I was the scrum guy. I don't know all the positions. Love watching it, but that is a manly sport right there. I don't know if I want to play with the women that play rugby. So some shorts popped up in my feed about some beast of a woman just knocking people out. Pretty brutal. Nate, love our Marines. Semper Fi, Nate. We all do. Hey, Clover Hacker, of course. My favorite painter is from Austria, says Dennis.
See, question from WW.
Nope. WW, USMC 01. I'm enlisted 3531, OJT Combat Engineers, 31st MU era. What was the question?
Might not have shown up for you yet.
Oh.
Why is the USMC considered Chief Warrant Officer 3 through 5 company grade officers?
Say it again. It hasn't come up. I just scrolled.
You must have missed it. It's right above David Bryant.
Oh. USMC gave me. Oh, that's what they gave you up. So I was URAH 44, but they use Imana. Happy belated 250.
Where are you?
That was above David.
You're way behind. First line. Is it too big?
That's the last one.
It's not.
All right. What was the question? Can you just read it?
I just did.
I guess we'll wait till later. Right there. WW. Why is USMC considered Chief Warrant Officer 3 through 5 company grade officers, whereas the Army considers 3 through 5 field grade officers? That's a great question, and I have no idea why. Just that we're a little different. Just like in the Marine Corps or in the Army, Chief Warrant Officers can fly. They can be pilots. In the Marine Corps, they cannot. Talked about it for a while. I think recently, in fact, to bringing it to the Marine Corps. Not sure they're going to, but as it stands right now, they don't. But good question. Again, it's a little different with the ranks in the Marine Corps. Like an E4 is corporal. E4 in the Marine Corps is close to God, and in the You know, in the Army, it seems like there's a whole lot more, and it is by numbers, by sheer numbers. We're a lot smaller. So that a corporal in the Marine Corps could be a squad leader. Carl Green, you crazy? That big red box. Tell me that's not red. I can't ask me. Brother, 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the Marine Corps. Awesome. Thank you, Carl. You the man. Wow. Man, look at that. Give me some. Sing it. He wants you to sing it.
I have to be running.
She has to be running before she has.
So to both of those things won't happen.
USMC 0105 active, 0708 active, stop loss move out on mu 0203. All right. Mr. Green Guy, Tree Guy, you might be right. Look at Hogue is here. What's up? Hey, SFMF-ers. Anyone here know the way around a 1911 Series 80 AmiSafe? 1911s we use, I know a lot, the demilled ones for drill. But did you just get one? And you're trying to do some work on it? Looks pink to me. See, Jared, maybe Jared's colorblind. That box was red.
I think it's a sign of over 50.
Oh, it's because you're old, Jared. Scarlet, not red. Carl, just correcting all of us today. It was red. All right. Let me see this from Antonio. When I came back in as a CRT, I met an E3 who ended up as a squad leader in theater. I had plenty of Lance Corporals that were squad leaders as well. Tony, it's although our rank structure is the same, E1 through E9, the enlisted, both, they're the same. In this, there's less of us, and an E4, I'm telling you, a corporal in the Marine Corps is a and I've told that story before. We worked with the Army in Alaska. I was the camp commandant the first year as a sergeant. Their camp commandant was a sergeant major. Right? We had the same exact billet, same position, same responsibilities. Very next year I went back. I was a staff sergeant this time as the camp commandant, and their camp commandant was a sergeant major. I'm telling you, it's just different. They said we needed. They were overall in charge because it was an Army project, but they said. He told me one day, I need a door monitor for the chow hall. I was like, absolutely, I'll send someone over right now. Boom, sent the Lance Corporal. The Lance Corporal came back and said, hey, the Sergeant Major said that our door monitor needs to be an E6, a staff sergeant. Of course, I said, well, it's the same thing, a Lance Corporal, Marine, and a staff sergeant, Army, same thing. But that's just, again, their positions are different. Randall Knapp, what's up, Randy? How you and Ellie doing? As a Marine Corporal with time and grade, I held a much senior technical job. I'm telling you, corporals in the Marine Corps era. John McJunkin is here. Happy blessed Sunday, family, all of you. God bless to all. Clover, Jesus loves you as well. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your support. Mangium from Sweden. Hello, Sweden. We even have some aliens here. Just replaced my trigger. Am I safety given? Oh, the safety's giving you issues. Why am I Hogue? Yes, why are you Hogue? 2531 tonight. Old Jyrene just can't keep up with the technology. Maybe that's why Lakewood is here too. All right. I like French Bulldogs. Very cool. That old hospital no longer in service. Now it's by the front gate. Oh, I missed that comment, but yes, the old Naval Hospital is gone. United States Navy, go Navy. What's up, Terry, shipmate? Welcome. I am Joshua Payne. No, I am Joshua Payne. Gig 'em, 11-0, baby. All right, you lock your body. Why does that?
I don't know, because you keep clicking it.
Well, because sometimes I can't.
I'm going to refresh it. Get him, Kimmy, get him.
Great, everything's gone now.
Go Cowboys, you're about to get blocked.
What?
Jamie does not want the Cowboys.
That's dangerous, Richard Baxter. Cowboys ain't going nowhere right now.
They're going back.
No.
Did they win?
It's still on. It's still on. They're going back.
Goyam, DNI, what's your favorite MOS? 03 Infantry, baby. Hurrah. They're all important. It's tied.
21, 21.
No way.
They just tied it.
Wow.
They're getting smoked.
Yeah.
Man. Hua, Joseph, Craig, I think you're on the wrong channel. Good evening. Always forward in the shot holes. Hurrah.
Have you tried it? Try going down again using arrows?
It's
I think 'cause
the
you're
the
on
cursor has to be on there.
It is. It was.
Did a sailor just say hoorah? It might have been hua. Nonetheless, hurrah. All right, JP, my daughter heard you say gig 'em. Now she runs around the house yelling gig 'em. Right there, that's a little Aggie. Future Aggie, start saving your money. Aggie right there.
Aggie's affordable.
It is affordable. You got 2 kids. You got to put 2 kids through college
Or they can join the military.
or join the military. Get that ROTC scholarship. Whoa, whoa.
Okay. Don't touch it again.
Okay.
Good.
All right. Yes, I think we're good.
You're up to date now.
All right, Jerry, is everybody helping old Jerry with this pistol? Carl Green, have you ever done spy rigging or ever experienced it in the Corps? Yes, spy rigging is amazing. My first trip to Okinawa was the first time I did it. That was something they used to reward us with. If we were doing good, they call it in, and I spy rigged all over Okinawa. It's pretty awesome. Spy rig, those of you that don't know, it's a rope hanging from a helicopter with some hooks on it. You're in a seat. We had Swiss seats back then. I'm sure it's a lot more comfortable now. Made our own Swiss seat, just a 6-foot rope harness locked in, and then the helicopter lifts you up. There's 5 or 6 of you on there. You kind of spin. It's to put you so a helicopter can drop you in places where the helicopter cannot land. Same with fast roping. You drop the rope, you slide down the rope, burn the heck out of your hands, but you get into an area or get out of an area that the helicopter can't land. You done it? That's pretty cool. That's what I'm saying, JP, the scholarship. Start pushing her now.
She's like 3.
Yeah, 3. She's not working on a scholarship ready? Or get a job. She should be working already. Dark Shadow, God bless you, man. Hope you're doing well. We're all doing great, Dark Shadow. This is our 2 favorite days of the week, Wednesday, but Sunday even better because it starts with church. We're going to talk about that here in a few minutes. And God bless you, Dark Shadow. Thanks for being here. Dave Ryan, here's one you can't sing. I gave her. Yes, David. Good. Watch yourself. This is PG. But that's a good one. I learned that from my senior drill instructor in boot camp on hikes. Gave her inches 1. You're the one. Terry Willie, retired, been all over the world. Aircraft carrier. Man, them carriers are something else, man. Most Marines have been on cruises. Obviously, the Navy, you have to do ship time, right? Is that true? Sailors, do you have to do ship time? Being on ship is different, obviously, in the military, but an aircraft carrier is a city. And it doesn't even feel like you're, calm waters, I'm sure. Either way, you can definitely get lost in a ship, especially Marines, that we're only spending 6 months at the most. But it's great. It has everything you need. It's a floating city. Of course, Marines ruin it. We go overpack the gym and the flight deck and try to run on it, and they're doing flight quarters. And being on ship is great, though. I've always loved it. Chow's good, 4 meals a day. Loved it. Terry Will, good on you. All right. Well, welcome, everybody. It is Sunday. We are still looking for, it's roll call. We want roll call. We need to see who all is here. I know Ray from Queens is working, always working. He watches us Monday. Doc Holliday, where's Doc Holiday at?
It was his birthday the other day, so.
It was his birthday. Maybe he's still recovering. Anderson Ho, haven't heard from him from a while. Menachem, some great comments. Menachem, I hope you get on tonight because I want to talk about, you had some great questions on saluting. We're going to cover saluting a little more. I know we did on Wednesday, but a little more. Carrie Ann Marie, are you back from Canada yet? Hey? You have missed a lot.
You can say the names of people that are here.
I can. Carl's here. David's here. Randy's here. Mike Lake Cookie. Ed's here. Jordan Hammond's here. Heavy J. In and out. Heavy J was on the members only. Bryce. Where's Bryce? Richard Bridges. Jay Dilly's here. What's up, Jay Dilly? John McJunkin and crew. Thank you for you asking. Everyone here has all the same family in their prayers. Hot Rod. Where's Haro? JTB. Gunny's here. Old Gyrene's here. Mark Hankins, USMC vet. Who? Old Gyrene's here. Hogue. He's under his pseudonym. Dr. Gimpy.
Club name?
Eric S. Eric Green. It's here. Stacking. We haven't seen Stacking in a while. 420. Bob, where you at, Bob? 420 Network. J-Dub. Big Red. Randy Hodder. All right. Let me get caught up real quick. Young Ma. Where's Young Ma? He was in and out every now and then. So excited to go to MEPS tomorrow for the Marines. Jason Rios. Get after it, Jason Rios. We're excited for you too. Get some. So tomorrow is MEPS for shipping out or just your first visit to MEPS to get everything squared away? And let us know. And then I see you just asked any advice on MEPS. MEPS is easy nowadays. It's calm and cool, collected. They're just making sure all of your paperwork is correct. You're going to sign in, so hopefully your family is there with you. Take some photos, some videos. If this is your first visit, again, pretty easy. They're just checking everything. Remember, it's not too late. Just because you're going to MEPS, everything's not final. So if you're not getting something that you asked for, like your MOS or your ship date, then don't sign. And even if you do sign, it's still not too late. But if this is your second MEPS trip and you're getting ready to roll out, be ready. Mentally tough. Which one did you add? Oh, and Matthew Askren. Yeah, he's in and out too.
He's here.
Oh, he's here. Matthew, you here? She's coming. I got it. I didn't, but now
You just need to figure it out.
when I click down,
I don't even know how to do it. It keeps.
the whole thing moves up. Oh, there you go.
John McJunkin's been ready.
Lots of questions for you, Sergeant Major, whenever you're ready. All right, Junkin, I see that. Saluting, 45-degree angle, era, thumb along hand. We're going to talk about that. Utley family. Here to finally what? There's Matthew. All right, yeah, get some of that MEPS. Fitting the triggers, no problem. Just can't get the ambi to fit. What's nuts in it is SIG Commander. Last one I did was a SIG also. I have a couple SIGs. I've had no problems with them, luckily. MEPS to get medical and physicals. All right, first visit. You're good, Jason Rios. It's all pretty standard, right? Nothing. Make sure you have anything that if they told you to bring something, birth certificate or anything like that, make sure you have all your stuff. And this is the first one, your first visit. So administrative. This is primarily administrative. All paperwork is signed and everything. You're good, Jason. You're ready to go. When do you ship? Do you have a ship date? Randall Knapp said, I once gave an Army captain a left-handed salute while I was in the Marines. Trying to be funny, he caught it. Did he think it was funny? Coco Alacoa, graduated AIT. There you go. Graduated AIT Wednesday, and I'm leaving tomorrow. Guys, I did it. Woo, 12 months of hell over. Good on you. AIT, Army Infantry Training, right? Good on you. 81, I. Bogner. How mentally ready do you need to be? Physically, you gain its mentality. So great question. We always say be physically fit and mentally tough. Both are highly important, and you can only train so much to be mentally tough. Just know at the end of the day, it's not that it's a game, but it is a little bit because they're stripping everything out of you, your selfishness, your non-team player, your electronics, all your bad habits are just stripping them from you. So you have to be mentally tough or mentally prepared for that. That's all. So, I mean, I can't put a measure on it, but it equally up there with physically fit for sure. All right, Osborne says, Sergeant Major, how's it going to be? This is Osborne, currently at MEPS Hotel, swearing to depth tomorrow, official ASVAB 92, killed it. MOS Combat Engineer, backbone of the Corps, Osborne, you're ready to go. That's it. I mean, congratulations, 100%. Swearing to depth. Hopefully your family's there. They can watch that. Get after it. I'm telling you, this is all starting. It's a great time to be in. I graduated Wednesday, Sergeant Major. Awesome. I'm telling you, look at it. Look at all these. Jason, no ship date yet. I want to join in January with the buddy mine. If you can join the buddy system, even better. Thank you for your service. My grandfather was a Marine during World War II, fought in Guam and Iwo Jima. Semper Fi to your grandfather. He's still a Marine. Advanced individual training. Okay. AIT, advanced individual training. Computer detection system repairs. Man, good on you. Did you ever work with the Master Chief? I have, Terry. A few. Why is the Marine so unique in the Marines? First to fight. Devil dogs, leathernecks, jarheads. First in, last out. A whole bunch of reasons. Ozan, Sif to see. We are unique. We're especially a completely different breed in the United States. Osma is deployed many times, 6 combat deployments. My second cousin is in the RAF Ground Forces in the Falklands right now. Wow, Demo, I missed it. Eddie says, Coco, we love the Army. Wish I had the heart. Have you ever worked with the British, and what do you think of them? British Royal Marines are some bad mamma jammas. In Bridgeport, I worked with them in Bridgeport. They're hard as nails. Sir Frogman, thanks for the sub. Hope you stick around and join the comments on the live stream Wednesdays and Sundays. Thank you. Thanks, Frogman, for being here. All right. Coco, what part? Eddie, was I messing with the Army too much? All right. We love our Army dogs. Lino Wifey. Look at Carl Green. Look at you. Big blue box. Don't tell me it's a different color. Sent 20 membership gifts. Carl, 20. Poncho. The Papa Smurf dog. Toby Weldon. Jarhead, 1775. They're going too fast. There's too many of them. Keep them coming. USA is the greatest. Marine that loves Jesus. Amen. Jonathan, Schreer, Will, Gloria, Chana Moses. Man, 20. Thank you, Carl. Any of you that are on here, if you're on here, please, you've just been gifted a free gift membership, free membership to the membership club. Your name's now in green. You can join us on the pre-flight before we go live. General Pop. Thanks, Carl. Appreciate you. Getting after it. Love it. Love our members. Get some inside scoop, sometimes early scoop, or you just get to see our pre-flight, which is pretty funny sometimes. Today's was pretty cool. Color Sergeant Royal Marine at OCS was a BAMF. Never saw him look remotely tired or cold ever. Ben, I'm the same way. In Bridgeport, in the Mountain Leaders course, summer and winter, 2 of the hardest courses I've ever been to in my life, both led by a color sergeant who, I'm telling you, was tough as nails, especially the winter one. We're in the snow caves and the snowshoes and downhill skiing. This dude, we hiked up Mount Shasta to the top, 14,000 feet. Just everything we did. He was the first up, last to go to sleep, never looked cold. We were freezing. We were miserable. And it looked like he was taking a walk in the park. Amazing. That dude was amazing. All right. Thanks, Dogfish. Thank you for your support. If you serve, thank you for your service as well. Alex, retired. Yes, sir.
Can we hit up John McJunkin's question?
John McJunkin, here we go. All right.
You see it?
I do not. From Poolee Avila. Talked to my recruiter about changing from going into active duty to reserves. He about hit the roof and wanted to hit me too. He didn't like my reason. I mean, that's your reason, right? Whatever the reason, what did you tell him as your reason? Because you're ready to go active duty? Change from going active duty to reserves. Or you're going from active, you're originally going to go active duty, now you want to go reserve. So I'm guessing you must have an amazing job set up that is going to sustain you while you do the reserves 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year. That would be the best reason. Second best, if you're going to go to college full time, but if you have the money to support that or the lifestyle to support that. Not sure why else he would be mad, except that he's losing an active duty school seat or quota that he's got to get. So here's what I'll tell you. You do what you want to do. Your recruiter has a job. He or she's probably good at it. Nothing against him or her. They have a hard job. So you are kind of probably messing his or her system up, but you do what you want to do. My advice, 1,000%. All right. Billy Benson, yes, you have the right of freedom of speech, but when you start define orders, but most of you enlisted can't even think on your own. Billy, maybe hang out for a little bit, Billy, and read the room, buddy. Marco Funk, are you a Marine? Yes, I am. Neon Knights, thanks for engaging, but the door's open and you're invited to leave. Again, those of you, I won't necessarily call you trolls right off the bat, but read the room, right? No drama here, no politics, just straight motivation, trying to help each other out. No ifs, ands, or buts. This is a family here, so if that's what you're looking for, to pick a fight with someone, this ain't the place to do that. Well, there you go. Poolee Avila says his dad has a business that he wants the Poolee to take over. Another good reason. That means you have a great job lined up, and you still want to serve your country. So I see no problem with that at all. And that's what I said. People that want to join the reserves, is it just because you want to do it part-time, you want to kind of get a feel of the Marines? That's the wrong reason, in my opinion. If you have a career set up, a great job set up, everything's already in place, and you want to serve your country, then the reserves would definitely be for you. But that's a great one. You take over your dad's business, keep it in the family.
But hey, that's your life.
Yeah, recruiter's gonna be mad. He's gonna be angry. I'm telling you, you're messing with his system, his quotas, his numbers. It's not gonna look good. They're gonna ask him, "How'd you lose that kid?" Well, I didn't lose him. He's got a plan for himself, and he knows what he wants. So stick to your guns. All right. Hello from Ukraine, Sharp. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Mirko Funk, thank you for your service. Thank you for your support. And if you serve, thank you for your service. Again, for Torres, what do you think about war in Ukraine? Again, not a whole lot of politics here, just straight motivation. Dave Jones, anyone else like eating crayons? All the Marines here. I love talking about the crayons. And I think it was thought up by, I'm guessing the Army, seriously, to try and make it a dig on Marines, but Marines are fanatical about being Marines, and we love our crayons. All right. Dave Jones, how's the Ukraine war political? Again, I mean, here's what I think, especially what's going on now. If you join the United States service, you support and defend Constitution, foreign or domestic. So that's my thought on it. C9, MP, at any time you talk with Jesus, ask God to fill you with the Holy Spirit of Jesus. Amen. Amen and amen. All right. Buzzard, and then we're going to talk about our church visit today. I'm a Navy veteran with my 42-year-old best friend. Just went to boot camp November 3rd. 42, went to boot camp. Navy. He told me he wished he joined when I did. The service will change your life for the better, especially the Marines. Buzzard Bait, he joined the Marine Corps at 42. That's awesome. Any service at 42, good on them. Tell them get after it. That's amazing, because the age limits are there: 17 to 28, 17 to 29. But there's a waiver for everything. 34 was the oldest Marine that we knew went to boot camp at 34. A lot of people do ask. It's not too late. Ask for a waiver. Your 42-year-old best friend must be in great shape, and he scored well. He did everything he needs to do. So good luck to him, and that's awesome. All right. Dave Jones right there. Support the Constitution, foreign and domestic. Hello, sir. Do you have any life advice from K-Con? First thing that comes to your mind? Yes, God. That's the first thing that should come to all of our lives, our thoughts. That's today's message was today. And it was people pleasers. Talking about being a people pleaser. You ask somebody, who would you want to please first? Typically, it's your spouse, your kids, the rest of your family, and then others. When it should be God. That's the person you should please first. We were born in his image, so we need to do everything we can to please God first, and then you can't go wrong. But if you do that every day, can't go wrong.
Wait, Jared wants to know if that's omelet and ham. Yeah, omelet, batter, emery in the background. If it is, fix it.
No, it's a beef shredded in barbecue sauce. It's one of the new ones. The newer ones. To try and, appease some people, I think they should every single one of them should be omelet with ham. Maybe some chicken a la Kings, but definitely omelet with ham. Look, we got a retired Master Guns here. Master Guns, good to see you, brother. 83 to 05. Where did you go? And what'd you do for the 250th birthday? Amen. Thanks, Master Guns. And we want to know what you did on our 250th birthday. The actual 10th, we were flying. So I did get to watch a Marine movie, a military movie, a Marine movie. I watched the flags at Iwo Jima. But we did go to a ball in Kansas. Amazing. Wichita, Kansas, with Marine Corps League and a maintenance dead out there of reserves. It was truly, truly amazing. And we're going one tomorrow. We're going to 2-5. Retreat Hell, the most highly decorated infantry battalion in the Marine Corps, 2nd Battalion, 5th Marines. Can't wait for that. All right, Jared, I'm good. Semper Fi 0331, love the 31s. What's up, Machine Gunner? This is a pretty bad A shirt. Thank you. You have to do a few demonstrations with MREs. That's another long video that we're going to do, MREs. And I even gave this when I went to NCO school. My 10-minute TMI was on breaking down an MRE, breaking it down so you can take it in the field, no excess waste, right? Add things together, getting rid of things that you know you're not going to use or need. And it's a pretty good class. We'll do that for a video. All right, Slim Shady's here. Trying to transfer back into the Marine Corps from the Army. It's a long story, and I've been subbed to you for a long time. Would you be willing to meet and hear my story and possibly give me recommendations? 100%. Go to the description, send us an email, because I definitely would. Love to give you my 2 cents on it. Slim Shady, we stand up. If I get the reference on that, real Slim Shady. But definitely, and I know it's not easy getting back into the Marine Corps. Even prior Marine, getting out and then getting back in, and especially from another branch of service, not easy getting back in. And you got to look at it at the Marine Corps' perspective. There's a reason you got out. Who do they want to spend their money and attention on? Who should get first dibs? Someone fresh out of high school or retreads? And that's not a nice name to call them, but that's really what it is. So don't stop. Don't give up, because it definitely can happen. All right.
Go up.
Yeah, just put the whole thing down again. JB Meyer, Henderson Hall, checking in again. What's up,
Like that.
JB? Yeah, just so even if it's lowered, that way I can see more of it.
Did you see the Aztec Hulk
I did not.
on it?
He's getting there. He's getting there.
Whoa.
Is it not scrolling?
No.
Sometimes it does, and sometimes I have to do it myself. When I go back up, I have to.
Show a little
Yes.
Yes. That's what that arrow's for?
Yes.
Got
What are you
it.
looking for?
Aztec what?
This one, one Aztec.
I don't see it.
Yeah, we don't see it.
Can you touch on how Marines should treat their money? Many Marines are not used to a frequent paycheck. When they do start getting, they don't have any mom and dad to guide them.
Money.
They blow their way.
Money, money, money. So,
I saw it online, but I don't see it on here.
yeah, the question is from Aztec Hunter, Hulk. Advice for young Marines getting a paycheck for the first time in their life. Figure some of them are very young, just turning 18, 19, first time they're getting a paycheck. You don't have your parents there to help guide you or giving you allowance. Everyone has a different financial background on how you grew up. Some come from money, some don't. Just a bunch of different stories. And I'll tell you this, and people told me this, and I was like, I should save your money. I had a roommate in Okinawa that he saved every single receipt, wanted to make sure it was correct. He wasn't getting ripped off anywhere. He bought a pack of socks, for instance, 6 pair of socks in one bag, bought it at the exchange. He only pulled one out, kept the receipt taped to it so he can tell how long he can use that pair of socks. He wouldn't over purchase anything. Man, I can't wait. I'm going to talk about this. They talked about this in church today, where we spend too much money. Look at JEU says it right there. Do not spend your money on booze and a car outside base. Save, save, save. Utley. Oh, that's right. Utley. Save. And here's something hypocrite. I wish I would have. Somebody told me this. Every time you get promoted from private to PFC, it's a $50 increase in pay. Put that increase in pay into the bank, into a savings account that you cannot touch. They have those. You can set it up like that. You can't touch it. You get promoted from PFC to Lance Corporal. That increase, again, you were living off private pay, and maybe a portion of it, but put the rest in the savings. Automatic, direct deposit. Every time you get promoted from sergeant to staff sergeant, whatever that increase is, $150, put 100 of that $150 direct deposit into a savings account. Just save. Just save. You were living without it, so you still can. Inflation, I get it. Sometimes you'll need more. Don't waste it. I was wasting money as soon as I got to Okinawa with everyone else. That was the boot thing to do, to go to the club every weekend. Every weekend turned into 3 or 4 nights a week. Not only were we drinking out there, we were eating out there when we had 3 hot meals, 3 squares at the chow hall. We should eat even pre-flight because they even had the beer vending machines back then, 50-cent beers. Nope, we had to go out in town with everyone else because that's how that was what the cool guys were doing. That's also what the broke guys were doing. So save. You don't get paid a lot. I mean, anyone can look online. All military gets paid the exact same. You know exactly how much you're going to make. Each rank, each promotion, with or without dependents. Save. Save, save, save. Do you have enough until you can purchase your first home, right? Or a big purchase, you'll be able to put a big down towards. And then right there, TSP, JKC mentioned. And then investments. Be smart with your money. All right. Privately operated vehicle or privately owned vehicle. I thought it was POV, privately owned vehicle. No need for a POV until you're a sergeant. Corporal or sergeant, 4-year mark, then you can buy something. You don't need something until then. Right there, Lay Cookie. Starting that young, if you can, just save 12% of every paycheck for your working career. 12%. Save 12%. Doesn't seem like a lot, and it's not. You're not even going to miss it. Do they even have savings bonds anymore? Last one I had, my grandma bought for me in 1980. So that's what I first did as a young Marine, was savings bonds, and that's what I would get gifted, savings bonds, and like a fool, I cashed them out before they matured all the way. Right there, Lay Cookies, you'll be set. 12% of your paycheck put in savings. Eating out, cake on. Eating out is one of the worst ways to spend your money. You live on base, you're a single Marine, go to the chow hall. Go to the chow. Chow hall is great. All right, Semper Fi, 0331. For the love of God, watch your 6. Watch out for the Blue Falcons. Those are the ones who borrow money. If we're still talking about money, who borrow money from you and never pay it back. Someone asks you, can I borrow $20? What they should say is, can I have $20? Because you're probably not going to see it back. Love the United States Marines. What's up, sailor? Still here, Terry. Good on you, brother. Shipmate. All right. What's the best group to put my stuff in for my TSP? Talk to you. You have a financial advisor in your unit. Talk to the financial advisor. All right. Aztec Hulk. There again. I'm a teacher coach and have had lots of former athletes join the Marines. This topic is most stressed topic I drill into the brain. I tell them to take at least 2 business classes while in. Good on you, Aztec Hulk. Education, it's provided for you. Tuition assistance while you're active duty, then the GI Bill when you get out. No reason not to get your education while you're in. A bachelor's degree, I don't want to say easy, but the way the systems of colleges are set up now, base education, start taking classes early, and the government will pay for it. No reason you shouldn't leave the Marine Corps with a minimum a bachelor's degree. All right. They still have savings bonds. That's what Utley says in 2003. Tijuana trips. Be careful of those Tijuana trips. I had one about 36 years ago that could you, and Top G asked if I could talk about the TSP. This crowd can. Anyone in the TSP, please put some information on it. I didn't do the TSP. Right there, Utley, nailed it. Never lend money you can't afford to lose. I'm telling you, when somebody asks, can I borrow, take it as, can I have? All right, these are going quick. You guys are on it. If you can't afford to lose it, don't lend it out. Hurrah. Michael Osorio has a question. If it's legit, let it go. Osorio, let's go.
I wasn't banning you.
Yeah, the band hammers are quick tonight.
I'm ready for that. Just stupid question.
Randall Knapp, my best Marine brother got engaged, told me to go to the club to celebrate, but we had an early, hard day ahead, so I tried to say no. The next morning, PT, unforgettable. I love those PT mornings where everyone's hungover. It smells like the club at the PT formation. Yeah, it's pretty rough. Lake Cookie, remember, is one of those we had specifically. Also, as a prior hat, also, what years did you serve and where? Master Guns, I was there 94, 96 when it was still a 2-year tour. 94, 96. And I'm a West Coast Marine. Okinawa, Camp Pendleton, Hawaii. Did that trifecta. Mastered it. How about you? Aztec Hope, 0311. Hurrah. Those days were tough, Jared. I'm telling you, those where you didn't even go to sleep. And you're not hungover because you're still drunk when you go to PT. Not a ghost. Also, do you think the Marine Corps is training its infantry component to the standard high enough to deal with drone warfare? Yes, I do. I absolutely do, especially now with the current administration. We're getting back to the era days, the 80s, 90s, that kind of training. So, yes, I do. Vic C, 0313. TJ has changed in 36 years. It's clear now. Is that right? I hope that's true because it was pretty dirty back then. 0331, Machine Gunner says, college shows future potential employees that you're responsible enough to show up every day and complete a task. Amen. Again, there's a lot of controversy right now. Is college a waste of time, a waste of money? Because so many young adults go to college, get a degree, and start a career or a job in something completely different than their college education, their 4 years of college provided. But and they're in a ton of debt. However, it does show your commitment. It shows you're responsible. You can't commit to something for 4 years. College is not easy. We're going through it right now vicariously through our daughter, and I know it's not easy, but it's going to be worth it in the end, 100%. Top G says, so how do you get around on base or out in town if you say we should not buy a vehicle? There's the loser cruiser. There's always buses. Every base calls it something different. Okinawa's the green line. Yeah, it's the green line. We had a blue van. We called it the blue line. There's ways to blue dash. There's ways to get around without buying a vehicle. It's unnecessary. And everything is right where you need it. If you're single, your barracks, the chow hall, your workspace is all within walking distance. Yes, remember that walking? You know, us older guys, we used to walk to and from school uphill both ways in the snow, barefoot, walking. Get out and walk. You don't need to keep up with the Joneses because your Lance Corporal buddy just bought a brand new car. Unnecessary. All right, let me get caught up right here.
Michael wants to know, he wants to join the Marines, but he's 17, doesn't have a green card. Can he join?
Michael wants to join the Marine Corps. He doesn't have, he's on a green card, doesn't have a green card. So he's not an American citizen. Can he join the Marine Corps? Yes, you can, and you can get your citizenship after you join. See, many Marines do that. So get with your recruiter, the local, your local recruiter, and they'll walk you through it. But yes, you can.
Is it working?
All right. Poolee Morgan asks from John McJunkin's crew, can I donate one of my kidneys to my younger sister but still get into the Marines, or should I wait until after boot camp and infantry school? Talk to MEPS and find out. I don't know the answer to that, but I would highly recommend you wait until after you're in. But double check with MEPS. MEPS is the only one that can deny you for medical reasons. So check with MEPS first. Aztec Hulk, thanks for being here, brother. God bless you. God bless everyone. Have to run. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone, especially to my brothers and sisters, Marines. Semper Fi, brother. Thanks for being here. And we'll be here Wednesday. Wednesday, we're going to go live again the day before Thanksgiving. If not, hope you have a blessed Thanksgiving, brother. Thanks for being here. Keep getting after it. Keep that good counsel to them young men and women you're teaching. Utley says, well, only men are made in MCRD. So women are made there too now, brother. Serve West Coast. All right. I'm getting caught up here. Look at Randall Knapp. Randall, I'm getting caught up. 5 gift memberships. Thank you, Randy. Brother, appreciate you. Chala got one. Where has Chala been? Anybody? Zach Apotheker. Utley got one. Or no. Man, these J's and I's look the same. IIU. Dakota Taylor. If any of you are on here right now, please give a shout out to Randall Knapp. He just gifted you a membership. Pete Swell. All right, Utley. Man, you make me feel old saying that. When did they integrate that? It's been like 5 years, brother. When did female Marines recruits go to after COVID? So it's been about 4 years. Yes. It's been a few years.
19. It was right after 10. 18 or 19.
18 or 19 since 2018. So 6-7 years. It's been a little bit, brother. Can you donate government properties? What does that mean? What did I say? From Lay Cookie. Carl sent 5 gift memberships. Look at you guys. Hacksaff, Half Sack Actual, Matthew Parks, Scott Alexander, Claiborne, Samuel Anderson. Gifted 5 memberships from Carl Green. Man, you guys are awesome. Membership, just so everyone knows, if you're just joining us right now, membership. Right now, of course, your name is in green. You get a star by your name, and you get the pre-flight with us before our live streams. Pretty interesting. Thank you all. Thank you for gifting. You guys are great. Randall, Carl. Who gave the big one? The dung eater. Did you ever have a moment with the drill when you were a recruit that you will never forget? It's a good one, dung eater. Another question I'm going to ask all y'all to answer. But yes, I did have a few. I had a few. One that always, I'll never forget it, is when the heavy, as we called him back then, the stress hat, third hat, he was a beast. And at the time, he let us know he was the youngest drill instructor on the West Coast at the time. He picked up sergeant quicker than everybody. We called him Jaws. Y'all heard me talk about Jaws. He had braces. He stuttered. Big, tall, big, them eyeballs that just pierce right through your body. He was the heavy, and he could destroy us. He could slay us, is what they say now. One time I was in the chow hall, and I was a guy, and he came up out of nowhere behind me. He said, hey, and he stuttered. And I said, guide. He said, oh, you're out of your freaking mind. Thrashed me in the chow hall, which they weren't supposed to do. And I know now you just cannot. Sweating, never got to eat my meal, but he was trying to show his buddy, another drill instructor. He said, hey, guide, tell the drill instructor what I am. I was like, man, here goes one of them trick questions. I have no idea how to answer it. He said, go ahead, tell him. Tell him what I am. And trying to get it right, I was like, sir, the drill instructor is this recruit's thrash hat. Sir, no, tell him what I am. Be honest, or you're going to pay. So I said, all right. And I'm going to have to swear here for a second, but I said, the drill instructor's an asshole, sir. And just waited. I waited to be snatched up, to be pulled up, to be punched in the face. I didn't know what was going to happen. He just turned to his buddy and said, see, told you. And then they just both walked off. I'm like, all right, URAH. Semper Fi, my friend. It's crazy. But a lot of good ones. My senior drill instructor was on his last cycle, so he gave us a lot of mentorship towards the end. I remember sitting in a school circle, make his throne out of old football, the old wood foot lockers, right? We'd make his throne. He'd sit there and just talk life into us. And he told us things that I try to share now. Saving money. Don't be stupid. Don't get in trouble. Don't do anything that's going to get you arrested or kicked out of the Marine Corps. Don't do drugs. He would just feed us all that information. Make sure he started we say get 1% better every day. He was talking about give 10% or get 10% better every day. Either way, his point was get better every day. So our senior drill instructor, Sergeant Nowak, he was good. Eggs. I don't see it, but the question is, can you call your family from boot camp? Yes. The answer, quick and easy, yes. More than once. The first one will be a day or two after you get there. And I say a day or two because they got to wait for some of you ship in, you fly in, you bus in, however you get there. About day 2 or 3, you make that first. And once your platoon is formed, probably is when they do it. So day 2 or 3, you get your whole platoon, they start moving you around as a platoon. They're going to take you to the phone center, and you're going to call your family, whatever phone number you have, memorize whoever you're going to call, and you read the script right on the wall. It's pretty fun. Hi, whoever. I made it to MCRD San Diego. I'm safe. Just want to let you know I love you. I miss you. Don't send any crap in the mail, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll write letters. Goodbye. That's a 5 or 6 second, maybe 10-second phone call. They say it's 3 minutes, but it's about 30 seconds. It's a script you read. Drill instructors are on you, and it's just to let your loved ones know you arrived safely. I think that's how you start. I arrived safely at MCRD San Diego. Hello, this is recruit so-and-so. We still have USMC Cece saved on our phone because it was in the middle of the night, and our answer machine got it. Anyway, it's pretty cool. But later you can. Definitely before graduation, probably a week or 2 before graduation, everyone's going to make a phone call because you got to make travel arrangements. Who's coming? If you have somebody important coming, if there's an emergency in your family, they will go through the Red Cross. They'll get in touch with you. You'll be able to call and talk to them then, but not just this ain't the Army. You don't get your cell phone on the weekends. For emergencies, and you could earn one. I hope the drill instructors are still doing that. Combat hits, as a drill instructor, I would get whoever did the best at combat hits. If you're the high PFT or high rifle shooter, right? I would, as a senior drill instructor, I would reward URAH behavior with a phone call. It's probably even easier now because you just give them their cell phone or a cell phone. Before we had the pay phones downstairs, you'd have to write a little 3x5 note. This recruit, this time, this date is authorized a 3-minute phone call. Go, pig, hurry up and come back. So it happens, but not normally. All right. John McJunkin. Young Marine Cece asks, Mr. McJunkin and Gunnery Sergeant Grainer are taking us to a local college dive pool for a swim class. Top plank is 38 feet high. Is that normal? You're lucky. Man, that's awesome, 38 feet. No, the one at boot camp is 10 feet. Is it 10 or 20? It's not 38. So master that. Boot camp will be a breeze. Good on you. Good on McJunkin and the guns for taking you. And I'm telling you, you cannot prepare enough for boot camp. And a lot of people don't prepare in the pool. So get in the water, get comfortable, confidence. You got to have confidence, trust the instructors, and do exactly as they say. You're making flotation devices. You're treading water in all your gear, boots, helmet, flag jacket, and a pack. So get used to, get very, very comfortable in the water. Good on them. You guys are killing it. Round it up. His senior drone instructor is 68 years old. Mine's got to be around the same. And I even ran into him. Not only did I run into him, he was my neighbor when I moved back to California one time. Lived on the same street. He and my wife are the ones that pinned on my Sergeant Major chevrons when I got promoted. Pretty cool. Small corps.
Well, if you think about those guys, they're only like 4 years old.
So especially back then, yeah, all my drill instructors were sergeants. They were all young. They all had like 2 or 3 ribbons. They've been in 4 years, right? So 18, 19, 20, they're 22, 23 years old. So not much older than the recruits.
So there's a comment from JKC. Did you see it?
JKC, Sergeant Major, that one. When will you visit the new Ton Tavern? Let us all know. We would love to say hi to you again. We were hats at the same time in San Diego. Awesome, JKC. Oh, that's Master Guns. So what is there? They didn't rebuild Ton Tavern yet on the place they're going to in Philly, but we're definitely going when it is, and I'll definitely let everybody know. We gotta meet there. Yes, would love to. All right, you heard from the producer. Double tap that screen. If you're liking the live stream, double tap, hit that like button, like and subscribe, tell your friends. I always forget to say that. Rabbit, I'm afraid of heights. How to overcome that? You know what I mean? How do you overcome something that you're afraid of? You got to do it. You got to do it. And I've seen one Marine in my entire life had that uncontrollable. It was a little afraid of heights, a little afraid of the dark, a little afraid of spiders. Maybe that's just me. Those are all my fears, but everyone's a little afraid of something, and so you don't do it. So you're not going to get over that fear unless you do it. I'm telling you, one Marine in my entire career, hundreds of thousands of Marines I've come across. I've been to Bridgeport many times, a lot of heights. I don't know how many times I've rappelled, just whatever. This Marine had uncontrollable. He was out of control. I mean, it took 4 or 5 of us to get his hands off the railing up at the top of the rappel tower. And it wasn't a crazy rappel tower. I don't know how high, but stuff was coming out of his eyes, ears, nose. I'm telling you, it was like, wow. He never went down, but most Marines, once they jump off the tower in the pool, once they go down the tower on the rappel tower, it's like, wasn't that bad after all. You have to trust your gear. All right. Jay Dilly. I can't go back now. Sergeant Major, or having your SDI pin on Sergeant Major chevrons had to be awesome. It was cool. It was very, very cool. And we did it at the Memorial at 2-5 too. Your senior was a sergeant. All my drill instructors were sergeants. I was a senior as a sergeant. Where I'm at.
Utley's saying he's taking off because his producer says it's time for dinner.
Utley, gotta go. You gotta go. The CEO is calling you. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Always great to see you on here. Wednesday, we'll be on Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. So get your PT in now so you can eat more on Thursday. That's what I'm doing. Jared, I only fear one thing: mother-in-laws. JTB, my DIs were old, mean, and crusty. JTB, all your DIs except one. He was a young motivator.
Jared should fear me if he changes his picture again.
Yes, Jared. The other person you need to fear is Kimi Cocoa Puffs if you change your, what do we call it?
Profile picture.
Your profile pic again. Fear. Oh, yeah, that stress is a mother, Jay Dilly. Other Matthews telling, okay, now I see Utley's. Matthews telling me it's time for dinner. Simplified, brothers, sisters, stay motivated. Remember, just because you don't believe in God doesn't mean he doesn't believe in you. God bless. Utley, amen, brother. Rounding up, everyone's welcome to our Boise Marine home. Queens. Always by at least the first round, we still have at least one World War II vet. Wow, awesome. Randy, I'm telling you, I'm going to be knocking on your door. We'll let you know. Old Jerry in his top from the Tennessee chicken plant here tonight. Which one was that? I don't remember the top. Gimme. Cocoa Pebbles don't scare me at all. All right, Jared, keep talking. Pretty brave.
We're all afraid of her.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, let me talk about these 3 things at church. Man, you guys, I was rambling again.
What?
3 things.
Rambling man.
3 things that they're passing that we spend too much money on. And it tied in, the title of this series is What Defines You? And I already talked about it a little bit. The people pleaser. Nothing wrong with being a people pleaser, but the first person you should please is God first. And then everything else will just fall into place. And we all know selfish people, horribly selfish people who end up, it's going to come around to get them. And it's proven. But the 3 things we spend too much money on, which it was odd. Again, even the pastor said, and he was a guest pastor, he said, I'm going from preaching to mentoring. What did he say? Meddling. From preaching to meddling. I'll tell you, 3 things you got to look out for during the holiday seasons. The first one was weddings. We spend so much money on weddings one day, and it's a huge event. But down to the napkins, you're spending extra money on the napkins and the floral decorations. It should be for you and your spouse and your family members, of course, and God, right? So keep all that in mind before you go way over budget. Now you start out your marriage in debt. If one of the family members is paying for you, still don't spend too much of their money. The other one was education. For the same reasons we talked about it a little while ago, you get in great debt to get an education, which you may or may not use later. So think about the free colleges, junior colleges, and then 2 years of college to finish your degree. There's many other ways to do it. Scholarships, there's hundreds of thousands of scholarships. Apply for every single one of them. You'll receive half of them. You won't receive any if you don't go for them. So get your scholarships. And then trade schools. Look at trade schools as well. And the last one was Christmas. Christmas is coming up. Young parents, we did it as well. You're trying to make that one day all about gifts and making the child happy, which we all want to, of course, but you're putting yourself in debt for that one day of happiness, especially the younger kids who the next day they're going to be playing with the box that the toy came in. So just be very, very smart about it. And instead of making one day great and 364 days mediocre, just spread that love throughout the year. Christmas is to celebrate Jesus. So make sure it's not just a material thing where, again, you're spending too much money getting in debt. So just be smart about those 3 things. So for the younger crowd here, I'm telling you, great advice. The church was amazing this morning. And it's meddling. He went from preaching to meddling, all a message, right? 100%. Great message. All right. Slim Shady, I just emailed you. Thank you for that. Have a great night and Semper Fi, Slim. Give me a couple of days to get to that, but definitely we'll be communicating about that. I'm excited. All right. Poolee from McJunkin's crew. Frowley asks, my recruiter told me that being a mortarman or an artillery crew member is not as good as infantry, but it's where I'm hoping to serve. Am I wrong? Great question. I'm guessing your recruiter was being a mortarman, or he's probably infantry. So my recruiter was infantry. I signed up infantry. So recruiters, and back me up, anyone out there dealing with recruiter, or if you are a recruiter, they know more about their MOS than they do about any other MOS. So unless your recruiter was a mortarman or an artillery crew member, can't really say which is better. And on a whole other side of that, depends on what unit you go to, depends on the leadership at the time, and it depends on what you want to do. I like all those. I was never in artillery, worked with them, right alongside with them, but infantry, yes. Mortarmen are some awesome, usually that are of an infantry company. They work hard and they play hard. You got to watch out for them. But all great MOSs. And as an infantryman, 0311, you'll work with mortars. You might even get pulled into the mortars and be a mortarman. Artillery, different. Mortarmen are infantrymen. They're in the same organization, so it's either infantry or artillery. Artillery, I always admired them, right? But they're like 3 miles from the front lines because that's where they deliver them little small VW buses down the line and destroy things for you. Crucial in infantry battle. But it depends on what you want to do. If you want to be artillery, go for it. Don't let anyone else make up your mind. Get the information from them, though. All right, Mark Hankins, what's up, brother? Trade school with organized labor is cost-free. You also earn money while you're in apprenticeship. So trade schools, I'm telling you, and they make good money. I'm telling you, welders, mechanics, learn a trade that's not only going to help your career, but you don't have to take your car to a mechanic. You don't have to hire somebody to do your plumbing for you. That's hard working. It's hard work, but it's beneficial. Trade school is free. All right, McJunkin. Chaplain Merrifield says, Sergeant Major, great Christmas talk. God bless. Thanks, chaps. Appreciate you. I'm telling you, church was great today, and let's celebrate Christmas. Bring it back. It's not a material thing. It's not just Santa Claus and toys and cookies. Jesus. It's got the thumbs up from chaps. All right, Randall Knapp. We love being part of your Marine family. It is reciprocal. God bless you, Randy. You and Ellie, I'm telling you, can't wait till we meet up one day and share a couple cold ones. All right. Hankins, 20 years with Union earned pension comparable to armed forces. I'm telling you, the military has a great pension. It doesn't get talked about enough. And as a young Marine, I never thought about retirement and pay and all that. Didn't mean anything to me. But now being a retiree, we have a great retirement system. If Union earns comparable to the armed forces, hey, man, you do 20 years in the military, 20 years with the Union, or both. 2 pensions. All right. And it back to the recruiters. I love recruiters. I give them many props. They don't have an easy job. But you need to do what's best for you. So weigh all your options. I'm going to have met a couple of Marines, one at the Veterans Day Parade, a young captain. I'm going to have him on here if you're on tonight. Sir, I'm telling you, when things slow down, hopefully after the New Year's. That's what I want to talk about tonight, the podcast questions we are going to start asking on the videos. Because it is going to cover all these questions that Poolees, young Marines, ROTC, JROTC is going to cover all the questions that they have, but you're going to hear it from a young captain, a young warrant officer, an older staff NCO, whatever, old colonel. We're going to have them all on here and answer those exact questions to help everyone out. Jared's a young unsung community uncle, but I don't have a beer gut. Keep getting after it. Carl Green, 2 pensions. I'm telling you. Las Cruces body cam, rah. Here we go. Some from the Sand Dunes 7. Get your degree, even if you want to work blue collar for the day. You too Oh, the day you're too beat up to wrench, then it's an easy move to management. Amen. I'm telling you, in looking at jobs, or go through USA jobs and just look at the criteria for all of them. 90% of them say bachelor's required, bachelor's degree. But that never says what it needs to be in. So get it in something that you may want to do, but it doesn't matter. Get that degree, just like Lay Cookie says, because you can, I want to be in the field, I want to be working, my brother's been working in a fence company his entire life. He still does, at his age, he still doesn't want to move up to manager. He's been there long enough and he can. He likes being in the field with the boys working, digging the holes. But when it does come that time and you do want to move up to management, they're going to say, great, you're ready, you meet all the criteria, time of grade, time of service. As a journeyman, get your degree and we'll move you up to management. So get it now. Get it now while you're young, just coming out of high school. You still got that school mindset and you still can. You got the patience for it. All right. Rob, do they still issue Bulldog or Cobra in boot camp? The smell good. I don't know what they issue now. Anyone know?
Probably.
Yeah, probably Axe. Love some Bulldog. And I remember from Aqua Velva, going from when I went to DI school, as soon as one of the first visits across the street to the squad bay, you smelled it. You smelled that Bulldog. It just, hair on the back of my neck stood up. Great. I don't know what I love the Bulldogs, what we had. Jared, my fire pension is better than my military, but if I would have played my cards right, I could have retired from both. Here it is. Mark Hankins laying it out. Pipe fitter, boilermaker, electrician, carpenters, laborers, equipment operators, painters, sheet metal workers. It's another good job in the Marine Corps. Heavy equipment operator. Get all your licenses in the Marine Corps. Let the Marine Corps pay for all that and get you the stick time, get you the experience. There you go. Lay Cookie, did being a combat engineer help in what you do now? So they can. Anything you learn in the Marine Corps and get that degree. All right, from McJunkin's Crew Ordonez asks, I've watched all of your videos, but one job career I want you haven't mentioned yet. I'd like to be a Marine Corps engineer surveyor. All right, so a surveyor, it's called drafting and survey, DNS, drafting and surveyor. We work with them, and here's the engineers, 1371s, the enlisted engineers that we want to become a warrant officer have to go to DNS. There is no warrant officer engineer. They stay in the engineer community. They can be a company commander in engineers, but their MOS changes to a drafter and surveyor, a DNS Marine. They are the plans guy. Learned a lot about it in engineer journeyman school, engineer staff NCO course. That's where you learn blueprints, how to read them, how to write them, how to make them, how to order parts and tonnage of concrete, and you learn all this stuff, and you do the actual drafting and surveying of the land so you can build something there. So it is. Yeah, you're right. I haven't talked about DNS ever. But a great MOS, I wasn't that interested in it. And when we needed something like that, we would call the DNS Marine. Got to be smart. I'm guessing probably a high ASVAB score to get there, or a college degree. All right. Greetings from Atlanta, Sergeant Major, from Ronnie Miller. I was a doc, Semper Fi doc, and was a member of the 81 mortar millimeter 81s team. I learned how to set up the tube, get ready for a drop. You order, we mortar. Semper Fi doc. Awesome. That's another beauty about being a corpsman on the green side. Whoever you get attached to, you become one of those Marines. He was with 81s. That's the big tube with the big plate, when the big ammo, you're carrying all that stuff, but nothing feels better than dropping an 81 mortar downrange. Good on you, Doc. Semper Fi, brother. Can't do it without our corpsmen. No way. Marines learn basic combat skills, combat medical skills, but you need your corpsmen. Right there, Lay Cookie, 1371. That was a start for what I've done my entire life for sure. Every MOS can help. My whole family are sheet metal workers, and we're all homeschooled. That's from eggs. There you go. Got to be making good money. Sheet metal. Hard work, I'm guessing. 0331, my bro, it was 8152. Did his time, ended up getting picked up for Border Patrol. Said his MOS in the Corps helped him get that career. I'm telling you, that, and more importantly, how you do choose your MOS, right? What you want to do. And even while you're in your MOS, that's when you try to get some OJT, some cross training with other MOSs, something that catches your attention that you might like to do, and then go for that lat move. We briefly talked about lat moves in the past, but a lateral move from one MOS to another. Possible, difficult, but it is possible. Your MOS has to release you. The new MOS has to be able to accept you. So it can't happen, but it has to happen on a reenlistment, your first reenlistment. All right. We love the doc. Always a hook up for some Motrin. Right, doc, I got a pain here. Can you fix that? Motrin, change your socks. Hydrate. Lance, asking about that MRE behind me. It's not an omelet with ham. I couldn't because everyone will steal it. We know omelet with ham is the best. What was it? Beef shredded in barbecue sauce. They're all good. Sounds pretty good. And again, my taste buds are good or bad, depending on who you are. I love everything. All right, Ahmad, where'd that one go? From Iraq, are there good salaries in the U.S. Army? Even better in the U.S. Marines. All military is the same pay. Same pay for each pay grade, and it is. It's not great while you're in, but retirement is great. So if you're going, stay for 20 minimum. Get that retirement. Marine Security Force, 8152. Thanks, Carl. PMO, you want to be a cop after? Omelet with ham or asphalt patch. Same thing. I'm telling you, you haven't had it in a while, and you didn't do it right if you didn't like the omelet with ham. And all right, I'll fill you in on my secret. Everyone would just open it and slide it up and eat it, and it looked pretty gross. It really did. You got to mash that baby. You got to knead it like you do the peanut butter or the cheese. You knead it till it becomes scrambled eggs with ham. And then you have to, 100%, you have to have cheese and heat it all up. You got to heat the omelet with ham. You got to put cheese on it. Another little secret, all the Tabasco and the whole packet of sugar. Right, now we're talking. Mash that baby up all together. And then on a treat, mash up the crackers and I'm telling you, just mix all that stuff together. Omelet with ham is the best. Jasper Casper, 1996. Those giant stories from Afghanistan, real or fake? What giant stories? The giant spider stories? First thing I thought of when you said that. What giant stories? There are giant spiders, the camel spiders, like bigger than your hand. And it's like they put their dukes up when they're walking on their hind legs and they got they're ready to fight. Is that what you're talking about? The giant spiders? Yes, they're real. Camel spiders. I've seen some pictures of like two like big as my arm. I've never seen any that big. I don't think they come that big, but they're as big as my hand and they come at you. They're aggressive. One night in the computer, Iraq, working on the computer, just got back from a patrol doing after actions or something. This camel spider came from the ceiling of this mud hut we were living in, boom, landed on my keyboard and was coming at me. Like he said, let's go, bro, you're in my spot. I screamed like a little girl and we all attacked it and killed it and destroyed the laptop, but they're big, if that's what you're talking about. Brother, they are big. I've seen too many of them. I don't like spiders. Worked up a little sweat just thinking about it.
Can you scroll back up to John McJunkin?
John McJunkin. I can only see the bottom of it. Making us jump off the 38-foot plank at the college dive school.
Yeah, hold on. You can just read one sentence. That's a whole paragraph.
Remember Stretch Armstrong? I had one. Ended up destroying it. All right, Young Marine Fisher from McJunkin's crew. You were kidding about letting McJunkin and Gunny Grainer making us jump off the 38-foot plank at the college dive pool, aren't you? No. 38 is pretty high. And I'll give you a little tip because I've jumped off some pretty high bridges in my day. Biggest tip number one, cross your legs, especially if you're a boy. Cross your legs when you go in so you don't ruin anything down there. You don't want that slap in the water at that height. And then your arms. Don't leave your arms out. You got the technique. You do the technique the Marines teach you. Cross your legs, pinch your nose, hold your arms. You got to keep your arms in tight. You slap your arms, and I'm speaking from experience. Jumped off a bridge when I wasn't supposed to, but I wasn't going straight. I like jumped forward, so I was trying to get my balance back, but I hit the water. My arms were black and blue underneath that soft spot under there. So do the technique right, and you're good. 38 feet is pretty tall, right? This is probably 10, 20. That's high, but go for it. No, I wasn't joking at all. David Bryant, at Christmas, have the children get their presents from the manger and not the Christmas tree. Amen, David. I'm telling you, we've lost the reason for Christmas. Christ is in that word. Eric Carmen, going to high school soon. I want to be JRTC and the U.S. Army Reserve, but I'm scared. Any tips? Don't be scared. Go for it. You and everyone else joining for the first time are nervous. And it's going to be, but the instructors are great. They're going to teach you. It's going to be a learning process. Crawl, walk, run. You'll get after it. Highly recommend it if military, whether military is in your future or not. It's good for leadership, responsibility. Highly recommend it. And good on you for already thinking about it. But definitely recommend it 100%. Eric Green, what's up, brother? Those camel spiders are wicked looking, right? Machine gunner. They're mean. Love it, David. I want to say it again. At Christmas, have the children get their presents from the manger and not the Christmas tree. Don't lose focus sight on what Christmas is all about. Happy birthday, baby Jesus. What? Children? Did I say chillin'? Children? Randall Knapp, my VA rating is 80% is good. I still work and I will as long as I can, possibly, but it could go up. I'm not looking for a handout, just grateful for anything. We haven't even talked about VA ratings on top of your disability. Your VA rating, tax-free, and it's the Marine Corps only accepts you at 100%. You got to be 100% physically, mentally stable. Everything's got to be perfect. So when you get out, 4 years or a career, they need to make sure you're as close to 100% physically fit, mentally stable when you get out. So that's where the VA comes in. That's another obligation of the government. All right, what's Mango talking about? I drank the syrup. I said, hi, thank you for your service. Can I become a Marine if I have autism? Eric Green, something else? Nope.
Your son's coming home for Thanksgiving.
Nice. Eric Green's son's coming home for Thanksgiving. That's what it's all about. They talk about it. They talked about it again at church, how great holidays like this are because everyone comes home. Sometimes it's everyone's coming home. So good on you. Happy for you. Yes. Banani will be here. We're not getting everybody this year, but those are the best. Rick R., can I become a Marine if I have autism? MEPS is the only one who can truly answer that. Because a lot more that goes into it. I'm sure how long, who diagnosed you, all that thing, everything medical. A doctor can answer that. Jared, 70-mile-an-hour enema is not good for anyone.
You need to slow down.
Cross some legs. Let me get caught up, everybody. Sorry if I'm scrolling right past you. I'm slow today. JMC, God bless you and your family. Boom. God bless you, JMC. Appreciate you.
He also asked, because he's new here, are you a drill sergeant?
Oh, JMC. I'm not a drill sergeant, but I was a drill instructor. Marines are drill instructors. Army is drill sergeant. But yes, I was a drill instructor, JMC. Thanks for being here, brother. Were you Army? Eric Green era. Cole, I have a federal charge. Is it possible to become a Marine? Again, I'm not a recruiter, and everything's waiverable. So get with your recruiter. MEPS has the final say. All of us Jarines, where'd it go? All of us Jarines got a little something wrong with this. Just eat the red crayon. Man, there's something I want to talk about the crayons today. I always do. But it's great. Again, I think it was probably invented to be a dig on Marines, and we just ate them all up. Right there from Randall Knapp. Yes, you can become a Marine with autism, but it depends. Again, get with the doctors at MEPS. They're the ones who are going to say yes or no, and everything is waiverable. So get after it. Don't give up. Okay. John McJunkin. Cadet Delgado. Although I try real hard to learn my manual of arms and drill, it's gotten me so nerve-wracked that I actually look forward to PT and field days. All right. You should feel the same about manual of arms as well. Again, just like the fear of anything, fear of heights we talked about a little earlier, you just got to do it more. Muscle memory. If you don't have a rifle at home, one, you can purchase one online, Amazon, I don't know how much, maybe $40. Get a replica drill rifle or a real one from, what's that drill company that's always at the drill meets? Get a rifle and practice in the comfort of your own bedroom in front of a mirror, maybe if you have a full, and just practice it. Practice constantly. Practice as much as you possibly can. So when you do go to drill practice, one, you're more confident and you're getting it. If you have a good battle buddy, get 2 rifles. And if you don't have a rifle, use a broomstick, a mop stick, a 4x4, 2x4, something just to get in those motions. Practice over and over. Look in the mirror. Hear what the instructors are telling you. Get your arms straight. Get your wrist straight. Elbows in. All those things that they're telling you, yelling at you. Just practice it over and over. And equally, you want all those to be equally motivating as possible. PT, drill, manual of arms, all that. You guys got a great group over there. You really do. What does that mean, eat the red crayon? I hear that a lot. Red's for blood. I used to say green because Marine Corps is green Marine, but the red. And that's the only one in the iPhone emoji things is a red crayon. Maybe that's why. Gunny Rod. Where's the hot rod at? Aaron, I've got an honorable discharge with an RE4 reentry code. Is it possible to get a waiver for that reentry code? Yes, it is. RE4 code is not the good one, but you can. Everything is, or no, if you got an honorable, RE4 is the reentry code, so you can. Mr. Sheriff Official, what age should I join the Marine Corps? Minimum is 17. Maximum is 28. There's waivers up to 32. We've seen a 34, and they're talking about allowing 42-year-olds to enlist. So everything is waiverable. What age should I join at? I recommend right out of high school. But it's not too late. That's what a majority of us did. And I have no regrets. I don't think I missed anything from 18 to 20, say, or 18 to 24. I wouldn't change a thing. I turned 18 in June and shipped out in August. So I wouldn't, a couple months after my 18th birthday. I think that's ideal. As a drill instructor, I actually liked the older ones, 20, 22, a little more mature. They kind of helped you calm the nerves of the 18-year-olds, but the earlier the better, I would say, but it's not too late. Again, we've seen a 34-year-old join the Marines. The machine gunner says, memorize your general orders too. Anything that will put you ahead of the game, practice close order drill a lot. The more you know before you go, the better you will be. Facts. Talk about USMC Cece all the time, who should be here tonight. She had the general orders written on a poster board taped to the roof of her, in the ceiling of her bedroom. She slept in the top bunk and just read them every night. General orders, code of conduct, chain of command. I don't even know what else she had on there. Read them every night. Completely helped through boot camp. David Bryant, hitting the rack. Good night, y'all. Driving to Texas for Thanksgiving. May miss Wednesday's program. Have to take my meds. I'll be out in 5 minutes. God bless you. God bless you, David Bryant. Keep hanging, brother. Keep hanging strong. No worries. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're not on Wednesday, we'll see you next Sunday. Stay motivated. David, good seeing you, brother. 4 inches, pal. 4 inches. Yes, and travel safe. Travel safe. Oh, let me get caught up again. Dang it. Young Marine Diamato. I'd rather eat one of those Afghan giant spiders than jump into my death 38 feet above a pool. And why are our parents laughing at us? If one of my kids said, Dad, they're making me jump off a 38-foot tower, I would say, make sure you hold your breath, because you're going to go deep into the water also. 0331 right there. Machine Gunner said, older recruits usually become the guide. That's facts. Facts, they do. Again, the maturity, you need that maturity level as your guide. He also does need to know his drill. He needs to be good at PT. He's got to be able to shoot, swim qual. He's got to be the one of the best at all those areas. But yes, the older ones are typically the more mature ones you need as a guide. FT, yes, I'm a vet, which as are most of us on here. All right, let me get caught up. Sorry if I'm passing you a Randall Knapp. Join right after your junior year, age 17, but delayed entry. You will train with Marines for a year, graduate high school, then go to boot camp at 18. This is absolutely the best way to join the Corps. Delayed entry program, you hear us talk about DEP. That's the delayed entry program. Join at 17, wherever that lands you in high school, and go to the DEP, the Poolee meetings that your recruiters have. It depends on where you are, but some recruiters have them 2 or 3 times a week, once a week, whatever it is. Go to those Poolee meetings. You're only going to get better every time you go. PT, they're going to PT you. They're going to talk Marine Corps. They're going to talk boot camp to you. Ask questions, take notes, PT with them. Great advice, Randy.
What's the advantage of doing DEP?
What's the advantage of doing the DEP? That's kind of everything we just talked about. So being in the Poolee program, becoming a DEP, that means you sign the contract. You're not 18. You're not finished with high school yet. You don't have your diploma, so you can't go to boot camp yet. But you're entered. You're in the delayed entry program. So as soon as you graduate high school, get your diploma, and as soon as you turn 18, you go to boot camp. So the benefits of being in the delayed entry program is just that. You'll PT. You'll have Marine Corps knowledge. You'll spend time around other Marines and around other Poolees. You'll learn how to drill. You'll learn the organization of in boot camp, what drill is going to be like, what daily life in boot camp is going to be like, the physical fitness and the mental toughness. You'll get a taste, a small taste, but you'll get a taste of all of that before you go to boot camp. So highly recommend the delayed entry program. Semper Fi, my friends. Era.
What's the benefit of it?
Well, that's just it. I mean, there's no tangible. You don't get paid. You're not on active duty
Do it.
for all those reasons we just said. You get physically fit.
But can't you do that as a Poolee?
Well, yeah, you're a Poolee when you are in the delayed entry program.
Or you're not a Poolee unless you're in the.
Right. So you
guys just show up to PT once a week or just.
you can. So can you just show up to the recruiting office and go through all that stuff? And yes, the recruiters will let you because they hopefully plan on you being a Poolee very soon. But you're officially a Poolee when you sign the contract. You're in the delayed entry program. So you're DEP'd in, you become a Poolee. Poolee means you're getting ready to go to boot camp. Randall Knapp, took my oath of enlistment, then swore in. Orthodox Christian, big blue box. My advice, what? Thank you, brother. My advice is work on ankle, shoulder, and hip mobility as well as well as core strength. Absolutely 100%. Because you're going to be doing a lot of push-ups, a lot of bends and thrusts, a lot of calisthenics, a lot of, what do we call that? Exercise? Burpees, calisthenics. No, when you go to your CrossFit, you're going to be doing a lot of CrossFit type workouts. So if there's a CrossFit gym near you, get a membership. Go to that as often as you possibly can. A lot of ankle injuries, not so much shoulder and hip injuries, but those are core muscles that you may not be getting every day without it. So yes, great advice, Christian, 100%. Work on all that. Ankle injuries, I think it's a combination of one, getting in boots for the first time. So if you don't have combat boots, go online, go to Saigon Sam's, buy a used pair, just kind of get used to wearing those. You're going to get blisters. So if you can kind of toughen up your feet before you go, that would help. And when you do wear your boots and you're training in your boots, you're doing the obstacle course in your boots, make sure they're tied tight, because that's what's going to protect your ankles. But great advice. Christian, thank you.
So Randy just said you get time in service when you're DNP related to program. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. Randy says, man, it counts towards your time in service. I didn't know that. I was a Poolee for 11 months. That didn't count for my time in service. Did it? Machine gunner, yes, run. Get those go fasters on. Hit the road. Hit the freaking road. You ain't lying. Don't get injured. I'm telling you, you're going to be working on muscle. If you're not a runner, you're going to work on muscles that you didn't know you had.
Oh, IRR, he said.
Oh, yeah. Ready reserves. Yeah, not a Poolee. Physical conditioning. Do as much as you possibly can. Physically fit, mentally tough. That's why I always say those two in that order. Physically fit, mentally tough. You don't want to drop out. You don't want to fail the IST as soon as you get to boot camp, the initial strength test. It's a smaller version of the PFT, 1.5 miles. I think it's still planks and pull-ups, but it's 1.5 miles and not 3 miles. So it's as physically fit as you possibly can. You're going to be thrashed by the drill instructors in the quarterdeck. You're going to be doing the obstacle course, confidence course, McMap. You're going to be hiking. You're going to be running. All these things. Again, if you're not used to it already, that's when recruits get injured, when they're just not ready for it. And yes, Jay Dilly, pain is weakness leaving the body. Doc Mackey, URAH Marine, Semper Fi Doc. Poolee Calderon asks, as one of two sisters enlisting into the Marine Corps, what are the chances we can end up in the same boot camp platoon? We're 1.5 years apart in age. You can sign up together in the buddy program. If you're both going, you know you're for sure you're both going. Why not sign up together in the buddy program? If you can go at the same time, if you sign up with the buddy program, you will go to the same platoon. I think they, correct me if I'm wrong, where's guns at? Anyone active duty right now or recruiters? I think they tried it or they changed it for a little while. You go to boot camp together, school together, excuse me, and your first duty station together. They even talked about keeping you together for the first 4 years, your first enlistment. So check into that. Ask your recruiter. You 100% should go to boot camp together same time. Same platoon, too. I've had brothers or recruits in the buddy program. It counts during IRR. Thanks, Randall. Boots and utes, baby. Do I need to get caught up again? Sorry, again, I'm going to pass over. Some of you guys are killing it in the comments, man. I love it. That's what this community is all about. PT every day. You're going to get smoked to death in that mini grinder. You are. Who's here? Where's Doc? There's Doc. There's the OG Doc. Sorry for being late on the road on a road trip. No worries, Doc. Burpees. You can pay us back later in burpees. Just kidding, brother. It's been a great show. We're getting ready to start landing this helicopter, but awesome, Doc. Good to see you, brother. Road trip. We're getting ready to make another road trip here pretty soon. Seeing Pops on. How are your training different from SAS? It's Marine training. Different. Marines are different about everything. And Marines are fanatical. About what? About being Marines. Right there. There's one. Scuzz Brush Races. Bulkhead. Move to Mount Suribachi. A Scuzz Brush Race. If you know, you know. Probably the worst workout work. I'd rather get thrashed in the pit instead of doing Scuzz Brush Races. Scuzz Brush is a little cleaning brush, boot brush. Clean your gear with it. And you have races. Both your hands are on the scrub brush. And that's on the deck. And you're running. You're pushing it like a wheelbarrow. Oh, God, that's painful. Talking about a hammy workout. Arms give out. Hit your face on the deck. Rick, can I join the Marines if I had cancer in the past? Again, MEPS. Doctors at MEPS are the only ones who can answer that and get it straight from the doctor's mouth and then get a second opinion. There's a waiver for everything. So don't take no for an answer. There's a waiver for everything. It doesn't mean it's going to get approved, but that's for MEPS. Military Entry Point Station. What does MEPS stand for? That's the final say before you ship off all branches of service. It's everyone. Military Entry Processing Center. Station, MEPS, MEPS. Jared, my daughter's soccer coach, or EGA on everything, but he wasn't a Marine. He wanted to be and regretted, but he had a career in education. Good supporter. I don't know how I feel about him wearing an Eagle over an acre on everything. Yeah, right. Doc, birthday was great. 41. Man, you're a young buck. Do the island hopping. Machine Gun is bringing it back. Island hopping campaign in San Diego. I don't know if they have it in Parris Island. I'm sure they have their version of it. But outside every barracks at MCRD, there's a like 20 by 20 sand pit with pull-up bars. That's your island. That's where you make it rain. And then when you go on an island hopping campaign, you go from barracks to barracks, sand pit to sand pit to sand pit. Behind the barracks is a big one for the whole platoon when the senior takes the whole platoon out and makes it rain. Hurrah.
Can you answer Hope's question?
Oh, where's he at? Let's see. Let me scroll down again. Right there. Question from Bob. When the knees no longer like burpees, what's your preferred reminder for being present and on time? Is there a waiver for not being present? Flutter kicks. Yeah, get some flutter kicks. Some kind of ab workout. Burpees are tough, man. Yeah, you see it is a very popular workout now, but it's rough on your body. I don't know how many burpees I could do in a row, but I'll get some abs and get some push-ups. I just separate them, making my own burpee. My freaking legs are so damn sore, but they made sure we worked out that lactic acid smoke sessions. Cave Diver's here. What's up, Cave Diver? Where you been? Absolutely hated non-Marines yelling at me. MEPs, barbers, etc. Same. I never liked that either. Right? Like, who are you? Why do I have to listen to you? Or even the Marines, the young Marines, Lance Corporals, like in the Chow Hall and stuff. I hated when they tried that drill instructor thing on me. Mark Higgins had engineer lieutenant that received medical waiver for partial blindness in one eye. Very rare. Wow. Got that waiver, though. I'm telling you, there's a waiver for everything. Parker Brothers, Milton Bradley. In MCT, those pits had stickers, so we called them the rice patties. Wow, that sucks. 4 more likes. Let's do it. If you haven't hit that like button, please. 4 more to 100. Thanks, Carl. We play games all day. Flutter kicks. Did everyone have this? My drill instructors just did that. They didn't have to say anything. They didn't have to look at you. That's why you never made eye contact or even look in their direction. They do that. That meant bends and thrusts. Bends and thrusts aren't as bad as burpees. Burpees, we weren't doing burpees when I was in boot camp. It's new. Young Marine Yates from John McJunkin's crew. I'm going to see if I can't contract measles or chickenpox on swim day. Even Marines at boot camp don't jump off dive boards. So why us? They jump off a tower. What is a dive board anyway? It's just a long plank that a diving board. Oh, we do for fun. They have them in boot camp. Once you swim qual, then you can jump off the diving board. But this is just a tower. You jump off a tower in boot camp with all your gear on, flak, helmet, weapon, and an Alice pack.
It's still hitting the water if you were to jump off the side of the pool. It just takes a little longer to get there.
Yeah, and you hit a little harder.
Well, this is why
Yeah, just a mindset.
mine.
Yeah, go for it. And you're hitting water. Yes, hard. Water can be hard at 38 feet, but you're still hitting the water. Follow the techniques. Nothing. Love it. Love to have a 38-foot tower near me so I can jump off. Thank you, Zenny. Thank you for your support. Semper Fi, my friend. Arizona Ranger, but upside down is here. Hurrah. JCB Coin. Aim out of the right wrist injury from playing pickleball. Should I take a break from push-ups? No. Do one-handed push-ups. Hurrah. Yes, definitely take a break. Heal all the way. Don't rush any injury, right? We say suck it up and take the pain, and that's for pain. That's not for injury. If you have an injury, recover first, all the way. Cave Diver, been busy with work and family. A priority, brother. I'm glad you're here tonight. Keep getting after it. Doc Holiday, God bless SFMF. I'll be back on schedule for next live is Wednesday on schedule or Sunday. We're coming Sunday or Wednesday. We'll be here Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Again, we're all working out extra hard from today till Wednesday so we can eat double on Thanksgiving. And we're doing ours a little early so we can have the second dinner still early in the evening. But we'll be on Wednesday, Doc. No worries. Handle your business. Jared, the only thing I work out nowadays is my trigger finger and my right foot when I'm on the tractor. There you go. Up, downs, up, downs, up, downs. Princess had them freaking daggone sand fleas. The sand fleas. Are they really that bad? Didn't I do a short on that? I think I did a short on that. Are the sand fleas really that bad? Because I've talked to Marines from Parris Island, and they said, I never saw a single sand flea while I was there. Then you get other ones said they got ate up every single day, night. So I guess it depends on the time of year. But really, are they as bad as Mount Mother? All right. Nu'uki'i. Bro, I have a question. Are you a Marine? Once a Marine, always a Marine. How could you tell? My shirt behind me, Iwo Jima. Any deployment, says Doc McKay. Or the tattoo on my forehead. Plenty of deployments, Doc. Oh, those old school Alice packs. Love the Alice pack. Crossfeed tuck arms right there. Randall, put it out for you. Crossfeed tuck arms, right? You don't want to hit your genitals or the inside of your arms. I'm telling you, follow the process. 38 feet, you'll be good. You're going to want to do it again. Let's talk after you've jumped off, and I want to hear all about it. Take a break from pickleball so you can do push-ups. That's a professional medical opinion. 102, y'all. Congratulations. Awesome. Thanks, Eric. Wow. Man, I'm so far behind. There you go. All right. Right. KFer. Make Marines do one-arm push-ups. That's what we do.
I didn't say Marines.
Maweens. You just want to hear me say that? Come late March, sand fleas coming for you. I'm telling you, I got very little discipline, so I wouldn't have made it through Parris Island. I could tell you right now, I'd be digging every single sand flea out. I'd be thrashed 24/7 for hitting at the sand fleas. Take care, Doc. We'll see you later, brother. Love all y'all SFMF-ers. Stay hard. See y'all Wednesday. Take care, Doc. Handle some business. Eric Green, the SFMF family is growing. That's what it's all about. Keep it good, Doc. Look at Eric Green, simplify the machine gunner. When I'm injured, I do push-ups with no arms. Just float over the deck. You and, what's his name? Who can unscramble eggs? Chuck Norris. You and Chuck Norris do no-handed push-ups. Yeah. Gator, I love the mid-size Alice pack with no frame. Awesome for as an FO. Yes. I did too. First thing we would do is take the frame out. And you can put more stuff in it without the frame. Eric Green, come a long way. So proud to be part of this family. Amen, brother. We absolutely have. We love it. And I'm telling you, the sky's the limit. Let's go. Let's keep going. Alice pack with frame, with or without it. Different people have different feelings about the frame. We'd always take it out. We'd put it in for a company or battalion hike for uniformity purposes. But going to the field, I would take the frame off. You can fill up that pack with some more chow. John McJunkin, to everyone out there, DMing me concerning our young Marines, we just show them the highest jump plank, but that's really only to do the 3 further. But UT allows us to see which of them has the courage. Awesome. Amen. 38 feet is extremely high, and you're talking about, depending on the age of the young Marines, I know you're doing the right thing, John McJunkin, and if you're getting some death threats by people, I get that too, but we know you're doing the right thing, brother. We got your back. Chuck Norris is so tough, he can shave and have a full beard 5 minutes later. Him and Scott Calvin. Yeah. On Santa Claus. Yeah, you like Santa Claus. I love those Chuck Norris sayings. My favorite is he can unscramble eggs. He can what to a revolving door? Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door. Frame supports are good. So the newer packs are good, Randall. I'm with you. I like the new packs, but I like the newest ones that don't even come with the frame because they're built in. Those are good too. You never know. I have a couple packs still. Alice pack is my get home pack from old Jirain. Keep it in the back of my car, and I still hump with it when your knees allow. Yes. Hurrah. Anthony Williams, good evening. I don't know if this makes sense nowadays, but peace in the neighborhood. Peace. We always like peace. All right. Death recently had a near Chuck Norris experience. Yes. Love it. There's some good Chuck Norris ones out there. What did you say, producer? No. Did I hit all my topics? No, I'm going to save them. I have them for next time. You guys are killing it. Awesome evening show tonight, Sunday. Stay blessed. New to the channel. Let's get a new to the channel first, and then we'll start to close it out. New to the channel, would you mind telling me why the Army is better than the Marines? Is that like a Chuck Norris joke? Hang out. Nod, Narbo. Hang out, and you'll see the truth. Good evening, family. Good evening, Randy. Hope you and Ellie have a great night. Rest of your week. We'll see you on Wednesday. Get ready for the big turkey day. Good night, John McJunkin and crew. God bless you, all of you. Nod. No, we knew you were kidding. That was pretty funny. But hang out in the channel. If you're not like and subscribed already, please like and subscribe. Join us Wednesday. We'll be on for a live Wednesday, and we'll continue this madness that we call the Simplify My Friend show. God bless all of you. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you all. Stay blessed. Stay safe. Be aggressive.